Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. التعبير القراني assignment, class 3, page 39. Before I start this page, I need to make a disclaimer that this first part up until here is from Burhan, and this was quite difficult to figure out. So different students had different opinions and versions. I'm just recording and sharing mine, which is obviously highly likely to be flawed. So وَمِنْهُ قَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى تذكروا فإذا هم مبصرون تذكروا فإذا هم مبصرون Surah Al-A'raf, Ayah 201. They remember and they see clearly. They start to see clearly. لأن البصر صفة لازمة للمتقي. Because the seeing is an inherent fixed attribute for a conscious person. وعين الشيطان ربما حجبت. And Shaitan's eye perhaps intervened. And perhaps Shaitan's eye intervened. Now this is like intervened and came into between the muttaqi and his basar. Although it's still there, the basar hasn't gone away, but it has been like a hijab has been created in between. That's the reason he was about to do something that he's not supposed to do, the muttaqi. But فَإِذَا تَذَكَّرَ رَأَى الْمَذْكُورَ. So when he recalled and remembered, he saw the madhkoor, the aforementioned. So madhkoor can be the aforementioned fact, this fact, that it was in fact Shaitan who intervened, and that's why he wasn't able to see it in that moment. So now he stops, the muttaqi stops what he was about to do. He stops from, okay. The madhkoor can also be like anything else that needs to and should be remembered and mentioned. For example, the Allah himself, Allah's remembrance, Allah's warnings, Allah's mercy, and other things, yeah. وَلَوْ قِيلَ يُبْصِرُونَ لَأَنْبَأَ عَنْ تَجدد واكتساب لَا عَوْدِ صِفَةٍ. And if it was said, يُبْصِرُون, it would have informed about renewal and acquiring or gaining or winning, or acquiring, not pointing and referring an attribute, a fixed attribute. Okay. ثم انظر كيف ذكر الله الإدلال وأضافه إلى نفسه بالصورة الفعلية فقط. Then look at how Allah mentioned misleading and misguiding, misguiding, and attributed or ascribed it to himself with only the verbal form. للدلالة على أن هذا أمر طارئ يفعله من يستحقه. To indicate that this is an extrinsic or incidental matter which he does only to the one who deserves it. ولم يسند هذا الأمر إلى نفسه بالصورة الإسمية للدلالة على أن هذا ليس من صفات الله ونعوته. And he did describe it to himself with the nominal form, the ismiya form, to indicate that this is not among the attributes and descriptions of Allah. قال تعالى, Almighty said, كذلك يضل الله من هو مسرف مرتاب. Surah Ghafir, Ayah 34. Almighty said, this is how Allah leads astray the one who is the transgressor doubter. وقال كذلك يضل الله الكافرين. Surah Ghafir, Ayah 74. And he said, this is how Allah leads the disbelievers astray. وقال وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين. And he said, he does not lead astray except the outrageous immoral ones. Surah Baqarah, Ayah 26. في حين وصف الشيطان بذلك. whereas he described shaitan with that. So he said, shaitan with that means with the bisuratil ismiyati, like in the with verb with the nominal form. Okay. So he said, هذا من عمل الشيطان إنه عدو مضل مبين. Surah Al-Qasas, ayah 15. This is from Shaitan's work. Indeed, he is a clear, misleading enemy. فجعله وصفا ثابتا له ويجدده أيضا. So he made it an established permanent description for him. And he renews and repeats it as well. فقال, so he said, ويتبع. Okay, this is just a part of ayah 3, so I would like to read the whole ayah. ومن الناس من يجادل في الله بغير علم ويتبع كل شيطان مريد. Surah 22, ayah 3. Among people are those who dispute about Allah without knowledge and follow every rebellious devil. كتب عليه أنه من تولاه فأنه يضله ويهديه إلى عذاب السعير. Surah Hajj, ayah 4. It has been decreed for him that whoever takes him as a guide, so he will lead him astray and will guide him to the torment of the blazing fire. وقال الشيطان عن نفسه, and Shaitan said about himself, وَلَأُضِلَّنَّهُمْ وَلَأُمَنِّيَنَّهُمْ. Surah An-Nisa, ayah 119. And I swear by it, I'll surely misguide them, and I swear I'll definitely surely arouse desires in them. فجعل وصف الشيطان الثابتة والمتجددة الإضلال. Therefore, he made Shaitan's permanent and repeating description the misguidance. We can also say it like with passive. فجعل وصف الشيطان الثابت والمتجدد الإضلال. So Shaitan's permanent and repeating description was made the misguidance. كما جعل الله وصف ذاته العلية الثابتة والمتجددة الهداية. Just like Allah made the permanent and repeated description of His exalted self the guidance. فقال, so he said, وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَهَادِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Surah Hajj, ayah 54. And indeed, Allah is surely the guide of those who have believed. وقال وكفى بربك هاديا ونصيرا. Surah Al-Furqan, ayah 31. And he said, and sufficient is your Lord as a guide and a helper. وقال, and he said, يهدي به الله من اتبع رضوانه سبل السلام. Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 16. Sorry. Allah guides through it those who seek His pleasure to the ways of peace. And he said, قُلِ اللَّهُ يَهْدِي لِلْحَقِّ. Surah Yunus, ayah 35. Say, Allah guides to the truth. فَشَتَّانَ مَا بَيْنَ الْوَصْفَيْنِ. So what a difference between the two descriptions. Assalamu alaikum.